You and your brother both directly asked your dad not to marry Camilla.
Yes.
Why?
We didn't think it was necessary. We thought that it was going to cause more harm than good.
In a revelation that has sent shockwaves throughout royal circles and beyond, Prince William has finally addressed the long-rumored tensions between himself and his stepmother, Queen Camilla. At 42, the heir to the British throne has broken years of careful silence, offering unprecedented insights into one of the monarchy's most closely guarded personal dynamics. This extraordinary disclosure comes at a pivotal moment for the royal family and threatens to disrupt the carefully cultivated image of harmony that has defined King Charles's reign thus far. Let us explore the profound implications of William's unexpected candor. The significance of this moment cannot be overstated. Since his father's accession to the throne, William has maintained an impeccable public persona, dutiful, discreet, and seemingly supportive of the new royal order. His relationship with Camilla has been presented as cordial and respectful, if not warm. Palace photos have shown them side by side at family gatherings, state occasions, and charity events. Yet beneath this veneer of unity, royal insiders have long whispered about underlying tensions that date back decades. Why now? Why at 42? Sources close to the prince suggest that William's recent milestone birthday prompted a period of deep reflection. William has reached a point in his life where authenticity has become increasingly important to him, reveals one palace insider. As he looks toward his own eventual reign, he feels a responsibility to establish certain truths for the historical record. This newfound commitment to transparency represents a significant departure from traditional royal protocol, which has always prioritized discretion above personal vindication. The nature of William's disclosures points to complications that have simmered since his adolescence. According to sources familiar with his thinking, William has never fully reconciled with Camilla's role in his parents' troubled marriage and its painful public dissolution. William has carried the weight of that history for 3 decades, notes one royal biographer. He has managed the public requirements of his position admirably, but the private reconciliation has been far more complex than the palace has acknowledged. Most significantly, William has reportedly revealed that key moments of tension have occurred around matters related to his mother's legacy. Diana's memory remains a profound influence on William's approach to his royal role and his parenting of George, Charlotte, and Louis. According to those familiar with the situation, William has felt that Camilla and her team have occasionally sought to minimize Diana's contributions to the monarchy and humanitarian causes in an effort to cement Camilla's position. There have been subtle but meaningful conflicts over how Diana is referenced in official contexts, explains one royal historian. William has always been protective of his mother's place in history, while Camilla naturally seeks recognition for her own decades of service. These competing narratives have allegedly created numerous behind-the-scenes conflicts that required King Charles's careful mediation. William's relationship with his father adds another layer of complexity to this situation. By all accounts, father and son have grown closer in recent years, particularly since Charles became king. This improved bond has reportedly made William's continued tensions with Camilla all the more difficult to navigate. William is deeply committed to supporting his father's reign, says one source close to the prince. But that commitment has required him to suppress certain authentic feelings about his stepmother's role. The timing of this revelation is particularly notable given Catherine, Princess of Wales's recent health challenges. Her period away from public duties reportedly gave William and Catherine time for reflection about their future and the legacy they wish to create. Sources suggest that Catherine has always kept a diplomatic distance from internal family tensions, but fully supports William's desire for a more authentic relationship with the public. For King Charles, this development represents perhaps the most significant family crisis of his reign thus far. Charles has dedicated considerable energy to establishing Camilla as a respected queen and partner in his royal work. William's candor threatens to undermine this carefully constructed narrative of family unity. Royal watchers note that Charles finds himself in the unenviable position of navigating between loyalty to his wife and understanding of his son's legitimate emotional perspective. Camilla's response has reportedly been one of quiet dignity mixed with genuine hurt. The Queen has always recognized the complicated dynamics at play, notes one of her longtime friends. She has never expected to replace Diana in William's heart, but she has hoped for a relationship based on mutual respect for their shared commitment to the monarchy. The latest developments suggest that this measured détente may have masked deeper, unresolved feelings. For younger royals, particularly Harry, this revelation creates new complexities. Harry's own outspoken criticisms of Camilla have been widely documented, creating a narrative of the younger prince as the primary royal critic of his stepmother. William's disclosure suggests a more nuanced reality, that both princes have struggled with Camilla's place in their family, albeit expressing those difficulties in very different ways. This revelation may constitute a rare point of private agreement between the increasingly estranged brothers. The public reaction has been predictably mixed. For many who remember the tumultuous War of the Waleses in the 1990s, William's candor feels like a validation of their own lingering discomfort with Camilla's transition from the other woman to queen. For younger observers with fewer emotional connections to that era, the revelation seems unnecessary and potentially destabilizing to an institution already navigating significant challenges. Social media has exploded with opinions, with Number Team William and Number Team Camilla trending as the public once again divides itself along lines drawn decades ago. Royal experts caution that this binary thinking oversimplifies the complex human realities at play. These are not cartoon characters, but complex individuals who have been navigating extraordinary circumstances for decades, notes one respected royal commentator. What does this mean for William's children? Sources close to the Wales family suggest that William's newfound openness stems partly from a desire to model emotional authenticity for George, Charlotte, and Louis. William is determined that his children will not inherit the burden of unspoken truths that has complicated his own journey, says someone familiar with the family dynamics. He wants them to understand their family history honestly, including its complexities. The palace's approach to managing this revelation has been characteristically measured. Rather than direct confirmation or denial, there has been a strategy of dignified silence coupled with carefully placed background briefings, emphasizing the king's love for both his wife and his son. This response reflects the monarchy's centuries-old approach to family crises: absorb, contextualize, and continue. For royal historians, William's disclosure represents a potentially significant shift in how the Windsor family navigates personal truths versus institutional imperatives. The traditional approach has been sacrifice of personal feelings for institutional stability. William's more transparent approach may signal an evolution in royal communication that could define his eventual reign. As heir to the throne, William occupies a uniquely powerful position within the royal ecosystem. Unlike other family members, his future role gives his words and actions extraordinary weight. This reality has reportedly created tension with Camilla, who must balance her role as supportive spouse to the current monarch with recognition of William's future authority. The power dynamics are incredibly delicate, notes one former royal aide. Everyone is acutely aware that William will eventually be king, and that shapes every interaction. The impact on William and Camilla's working relationship remains to be seen. The modern monarchy relies on a relatively small circle of senior royals to fulfill thousands of engagements annually. Functional professional relationships are essential, regardless of personal feelings. Royal observers suggest that both William and Camilla are sufficiently dutiful to maintain public collegiality, while privately processing these newly revealed tensions. For Catherine, navigating this situation requires extraordinary finesse. Her relationship with Camilla has been described as cordial but reserved. Catherine's priority has always been supporting William while maintaining peaceful family dynamics for their children's sake. Catherine views these complex relationships through the lens of what creates the healthiest environment for her children, says one source close to the princess. She supports William's need for authenticity while also valuing family harmony. This revelation inevitably raises questions about succession planning and the long-term future of the monarchy. King Charles came to the throne at an advanced age, meaning William's reign may not be as distant as many imagine. How these current tensions might influence the eventual transition remains a subject of intense speculation among royal watchers and constitutional experts. The monarchy has weathered centuries of family conflicts, managing the delicate balance between personal relationships and public duties. This latest chapter in the Windsor family story represents another test of that resilience. The institution has survived abdications, divorces, and various scandals, and will likely absorb this disclosure as well, though not without some recalibration of relationships and expectations. As we assess the broader implications, what emerges most clearly is the continuing shadow that Diana casts over the modern monarchy. Nearly 3 decades after her death, her legacy remains a powerful force that shapes family dynamics, public perceptions, and institutional priorities. William's disclosure suggests that reconciling that legacy with present realities remains an unfinished project for those who knew and loved her. The coming weeks will reveal how the royal family chooses to navigate this newly public tension. Will there be attempts at public reconciliation, private family discussions, or the traditional royal approach of carrying on as if nothing has happened? Each path carries its own risks and potential rewards for an institution that values stability above all. For William personally, this moment of candor may represent a turning point in his royal journey. After decades of careful image management, he has chosen a more authentic approach that acknowledges the complicated human realities behind the royal facade. Whether this signals a broader shift in his approach to public life or remains an isolated moment of unusual transparency remains to be seen. As the dust settles on this extraordinary revelation, one truth remains self-evident. The story of the British royal family continues to captivate global attention not just because of ceremonial pageantry or historical significance, but because within this most rarefied of institutions, the full spectrum of human experience, love, loss, loyalty, resentment, duty, and reconciliation, plays out in ways that resonate with our own family stories. For William, now standing in his truth at 42, the path forward involves balancing this new authenticity with his lifelong commitment to the monarchy's stability. For Camilla, the challenge is responding with grace to public disclosure of private tensions she has likely long been aware of. And for King Charles, the task is perhaps the most delicate of all, honoring both his son's emotional truth and his wife's dignity, while keeping the institution steady through yet another family storm. The monarchy moves forward as it has for centuries, absorbing this revelation into its long and complex history. And William, having finally given voice to long-rumored tensions, continues his journey toward the throne, perhaps now with one fewer burden to carry. In royal history, this may well be remembered as the moment when the future king chose truth over comforting myths, authentic relationship over polite fiction. For an institution often criticized for its devotion to tradition over transparency, William's disclosure represents both a challenge and an opportunity to evolve once again. The final significance of this revelation remains to be written by those involved. But what seems certain is that at 42, Prince William has taken a significant step toward defining the king he will eventually become. One who values honest reckoning with the past as a foundation for the future he must build.
I don't think that we can ever have peace with my family unless the truth is out there.
The door to Prince Harry's old bedroom was quiet when it opened. The room hadn't been touched in a long time. His bed was still made. His toys, his books, even a few old clothes were still there, like he had just left yesterday. But behind a small stack of books on his desk, something was hiding. Something no one had seen before. Prince William walked in first. He looked around slowly. Then King Charles came in and stood very still. Kate Middleton followed, and when she saw it, she didn't say a word. All three of them stood there staring at the thing they found. It was small, but strange. It didn't belong there. It brought back memories, some happy, some not. What they found made them stop in their tracks, and the news about it started spreading fast. People all over the world are now talking about it, and no one can believe what was really hidden in that room all this time. What was found in Prince Harry's bedroom? Imagine walking into a room that holds a lifetime of memories. A room that isn't just a place to sleep, but a place that tells the story of a person. That's exactly what happened when Prince William, King Charles, and Kate Middleton allegedly discovered certain items in Prince Harry's bedroom. It wasn't just the typical royal decor. No, what they found seemed to tell a much deeper story, one that could shake the foundation of their already tense family dynamics. In Harry's bedroom, there were items that immediately caught the eye, sparking both curiosity and, for some, concern. Among the objects found were personal journals, carefully kept private letters, and mementos that seemed to tell a story of a person far removed from the royal image that the public is used to. These were not just any mementos. They were items of personal significance, like a well-worn teddy bear, a framed photograph of Harry and his mother, Princess Diana, and even some rare handwritten notes from Diana herself. There were rumors that Harry kept certain items that served as a private tribute to his late mother, which seemed to bring him comfort, despite the public spotlight he's been under for so many years. But it didn't stop there. What really caught the attention of the royal family were a few controversial pieces of memorabilia, items linked to Harry's time in the military and his public activism. These weren't the kinds of things a typical royal would display publicly. A collection of military medals, yes, but also a few items that had caused some tension in the past. Some of these items, seen by many as rebellious, included politically charged symbols, some connected to Harry's personal beliefs about equality and fairness. These items weren't just physical objects, but symbols of Harry's defiance against certain royal norms. One of the most talked about discoveries was a box of letters. Personal letters, possibly from various family members, close friends, and even estranged individuals. These letters seemed to offer a more intimate glimpse into Harry's relationships with his family. Whether these letters were written during moments of disagreement or moments of love was unclear, but they were certainly a point of conversation. It's hard to ignore that these discoveries, while personal, also had the potential to expose some hidden layers of Harry's feelings toward his family and his role within the monarchy. The items suggested that Harry may have been holding on to certain emotional reminders that not only connected him to his past, but also hinted at his future direction. Were they symbols of a person seeking independence, or was there something deeper, something darker behind them? Details of the scene. So, how did these items get discovered? Was it a royal family visit to Harry's home, or was it a more private moment that led to this unearthing? The details, while still somewhat unclear, suggest that the discovery wasn't entirely accidental. It is believed that the family members stumbled upon these items during a visit to Harry's private residence. The visit might have been more than just a casual check-in. Some reports suggest that this was during a tense moment, possibly when the family was discussing Harry's recent actions and decisions. Perhaps Harry's family members decided to look around his room, maybe out of concern or curiosity, which ultimately led to the discovery of the items. It's important to note that there are no clear statements from Harry himself about how or why his family was in his bedroom to begin with, so we can only speculate. Some think it could have been a cleaning session. Family members might have been trying to tidy up his space. Or it could have been a more personal moment, one where emotions were high and tensions reached a boiling point. One thing is certain: the discovery of these items became a defining moment. Once Harry's family members laid eyes on the personal memorabilia, things would never quite be the same between them. It wasn't just the items themselves that caused the stir, but what they represented about Harry's feelings toward his family, the monarchy, and his role within it. The viral element. So, how did all of this make its way to the public? How did this personal discovery become such a viral sensation? As we know, the royal family is under constant media scrutiny. And in today's age of information, nothing stays private for long. The discovery was leaked, whether intentionally or accidentally, and soon the media had a field day. It all started when an insider, someone who was allegedly present during the discovery, leaked some of the details of what was found. A few photos, or perhaps a video, surfaced, showing parts of Harry's bedroom, items on his shelves, his desk, and some of the objects that had drawn attention. While there were no direct photos of Harry himself, the nature of the items was enough to stir up speculation. The public was fascinated. Could this be a clue into Harry's personal life? A hint of something more about his feelings toward his family? The viral element wasn't just about the leak, it was about the timing. The media had already been digging into Harry's relationship with his family for years. The timing of the leak, right after some of Harry's more public statements about his struggles with the royal family, gave it even more fuel. Everyone wanted to know what was going on inside Harry's private space. The discovery wasn't just an event. It became a story people couldn't stop talking about. The royal family's reaction to the leak only added to the viral nature of the incident. As news outlets rushed to cover the story, fans of the royals began to debate. Was Harry's discovery of these items a sign of rebellion? Was it an indication of his deep-seated issues with the monarchy? The internet exploded with theories and hot takes from fans, journalists, and even royal insiders. Reactions from Prince William, King Charles, and Kate Middleton. Now, how did Prince William, King Charles, and Kate Middleton react to this discovery? You can imagine that this situation was quite uncomfortable for everyone involved. As family members, there's always a sense of responsibility to protect one another. But in this case, that sense of family was clearly strained. William's reaction would have likely been a mix of shock and disappointment. As the heir to the throne, William has always carried the burden of maintaining the royal family's image and unity. To find these personal and at times controversial items in Harry's bedroom was probably a bitter pill to swallow. William and Harry have had their disagreements in the past, with tensions boiling over due to their differing paths in life. But seeing Harry's personal mementos and political memorabilia might have made William feel even more disconnected from his brother. It's hard to ignore that William may have felt as though Harry was stepping further away from the family and the royal duties they both were born to uphold. As a father, King Charles's feelings were probably more complex. On one hand, he may have felt disappointment at the way Harry's personal items seemed to suggest a deeper rebellion against the family and the monarchy. But as a parent, King Charles might have also been filled with concern. It's likely that deep down, he wanted to understand why his son was holding on to such items and what they represented. Did they reflect Harry's troubled relationship with the family? Did they show a deeper emotional struggle? It's possible that Charles also felt hurt by some of the items found. Personal letters and mementos, particularly those connected to Princess Diana, could have stirred up old emotions. The situation could have made him question whether his son was holding on to the past in a way that was preventing him from moving forward. Kate Middleton's role in this situation might have been more supportive, though not without some underlying tension. As the future queen consort, Kate knows how important it is to keep a united front. She likely wanted to be there for Harry, offering support and understanding. However, as someone deeply tied to the royal family, Kate probably also felt the weight of the discovery. Would the public see this as another scandal? Would the media focus on the wrong things? How would it affect William's relationship with his brother? Her feelings were likely a mixture of empathy for Harry's struggles and concern for her family's reputation. Kate has always been known for her grace, but behind the scenes, the discovery might have left her torn between loyalty to her family and sympathy for Harry's personal journey. The media had a field day with this story. Headlines screamed, "What Prince William found in Harry's bedroom will shock you," and "Prince Harry's secret revealed in leaked photos." Commentators and royal experts alike dissected the significance of the items found, questioning what this meant for Harry's future within the royal family. Some media outlets saw this as a sign of Harry's continued rebellion. Others focused on the emotional weight of the items, highlighting the fact that Harry had kept these personal mementos close for so long. The media interpreted the family's reactions in different ways. Some saw William as distant and disapproving. Others felt that Charles's response was one of a concerned father, who might have missed a key opportunity to reconnect with his son. What was meant to stay forgotten has now become something the whole world is talking about. One small discovery in a quiet room has opened the door to so many questions, and maybe even a few answers. If this story left you thinking, there's a lot more where that came from.
The palace has just issued this statement.
And although you kind of know that this might happen,
Queen Camilla has done the unthinkable. In a move that no one saw coming, she has reportedly handed over her royal title to Princess Anne, leaving the entire royal family and fans around the world in shock. The surprising decision comes after years of tension, history, and a complicated relationship between the two women. Many are asking, why would Camilla make such a bold move now? Is it a gesture of respect, or something more? Camilla's journey from Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort. Camilla's journey from the Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort is a remarkable story filled with ups and downs, Many people remember her as the woman who faced a lot of scrutiny and criticism, but her life has taken a surprising turn. How did the woman once viewed with suspicion become a respected figure in the royal family? When Camilla Shand married Prince Charles in 2005, she stepped into a challenging role. At that time, she was known as the Duchess of Cornwall. This title was given to her because of the strong feelings many had about her relationship with Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Diana was loved by the public, and many people saw her as the people's princess. Camilla had to navigate through a cloud of negative opinions and media scrutiny, making her new life even more difficult. Despite the challenges, Camilla focused on her royal duties. She dedicated herself to charity work, becoming involved in various causes such as literacy, healthcare, and animal rights. Camilla showed a genuine passion for helping others, which gradually changed the public's perception of her. People began to see her hard work and commitment to her causes. Could this be the turning point in her journey? The turning point came with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022. This event marked a significant change in the royal family. Before her death, Queen Elizabeth had announced that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort when Charles ascended the throne. This decision was crucial. It showed that Camilla had earned her place beside her husband and was accepted by the royal family. As Queen Consort, Camilla has taken on even more responsibilities. She attends important events, supports charities, and represents the monarchy in various ways. Her role is vital, especially as the monarchy looks to modernize and connect with the public. Many wonder how she will shape her new position. Will she bring fresh ideas to the royal family, or will she follow in the footsteps of her predecessors? Camilla's journey is a powerful reminder that change is possible. From being a figure of controversy, she has transformed into a respected royal. Her story teaches us that with hard work, determination, and a willingness to adapt, anyone can find their place and make a difference. As she embraces her role as Queen Consort, many will be watching closely to see how she continues to evolve and contribute to the monarchy. Princess Anne's early opposition to Camilla's role. Princess Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, has always been known for her strong opinions and no-nonsense attitude. When it comes to her brother, King Charles III, and his wife Camilla, her feelings have been a topic of much interest. Early on, Princess Anne had a clear stance against Camilla's role in the royal family. Why did she oppose Camilla so strongly? And how has their relationship changed over time? When Charles married Camilla in 2005, many people were unsure about their relationship. Camilla was the woman who had been involved in a love triangle with Charles and his first wife, Princess Diana. This history made it difficult for some members of the royal family, including Princess Anne, to accept her. Anne was known to have reservations about Camilla taking on a significant role in the monarchy. Reports suggest that she once said, "Camilla will never be a true queen." This statement highlighted Anne's skepticism about Camilla's position. The tension between Anne and Camilla was not just about titles, it also stemmed from their personalities. Camilla, who had been in the public eye for years, found Anne's demeanor to be rather icy. In turn, Anne seemed to keep her distance from Camilla, preferring to avoid interactions whenever possible. Their relationship was described as frosty, with Anne reportedly keeping away from Camilla as much as she could. However, things began to change over time. As the years passed, Anne started to see the hard work Camilla put into her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charities and causes, showing a commitment to the monarchy that Anne could not ignore. Many royal watchers noted that Anne gradually became more accepting of Camilla, recognizing her efforts and dedication. The shift in their relationship raises questions about how family dynamics can evolve. Can time and shared responsibilities help heal old wounds? As Camilla took on more duties, including her role as Queen Consort following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, Anne's perspective seemed to soften. Today, while Anne may not have completely changed her mind about Camilla, there is a sense of mutual respect that has developed between them. Their journey shows that even within the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. As they both embrace their roles, many are curious to see how their relationship will continue to evolve in the future. Will they become allies in the modern monarchy? Only time will tell that. The shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles. the story of Camilla and Princess Anne is intertwined with a man named Andrew Parker Bowles, creating a complicated web of relationships within the royal family. This shared history adds layers to their interactions and sheds light on why their relationship has been so complex. How did Andrew Parker Bowles impact the dynamics between Camilla and Anne? And what does their past reveal about royal relationships? Andrew Parker Bowles was a British Army officer, and he had a significant role in both Camilla and Anne's lives. In the early 1970s, he dated Princess Anne. Their relationship lasted several years, but it eventually came to an end because Andrew's Catholic faith made it difficult for him to marry into the royal family. Despite their breakup, Anne and Andrew remained friends, and he even became godfather to Anne's second child. Their bond shows that, despite the challenges of royal life, friendships can endure. Meanwhile, Camilla was also connected to Andrew. She married him in 1973, and they had 2 children together before their marriage ended in 1995. During this time, both women were part of the same social circles, and their lives often crossed paths. As Camilla's relationship with Charles developed, it created a complicated situation for everyone involved. Many people were aware of the love triangle between Charles, Diana, and Camilla, but Anne's history with Andrew added another layer of tension. The connection with Andrew Parker Bowles led to a certain awkwardness between Anne and Camilla. Reports suggest that Anne felt uncomfortable around Camilla, especially considering their shared past with Andrew. This tension was evident in their early interactions, which were often described as frosty. It's not unusual for past relationships to create complications in family dynamics, and this was no exception. However, as time went on, both women began to navigate their unique roles within the royal family. Camilla worked hard to earn respect and acceptance, while Anne focused on her duties as a royal. Over time, they both realized that they needed to put aside personal history for the sake of their shared responsibilities. This shared history with Andrew Parker Bowles raises important questions about how relationships evolve. Can past connections be set aside for the greater good? As Camilla and Anne both embrace their roles in the modern monarchy, many are left wondering how their relationship will continue to grow. Will they find common ground, or will the shadows of their past linger on? Only time will reveal the answer. The public's divided opinion on Camilla as Queen Consort. When Camilla became Queen Consort, it was a moment filled with mixed feelings among the public. For some, it was an opportunity to celebrate a new chapter in the royal family. For others, it stirred up old memories and emotions, especially related to Princess Diana. How can one woman evoke such strong and divided opinions? Let's explore the reasons behind the public's reactions to Camilla's role as Queen Consort. Camilla Shan's journey to becoming Queen Consort was not an easy one. When she first emerged as Prince Charles's partner, many people were quick to judge her. The shadow of Diana loomed large, as Diana was beloved by the public and remembered for her grace and compassion. Many felt that Camilla had come between Charles and Diana, leading to a lot of animosity toward her. This complicated history made it hard for some to accept her new title. Despite the past, Camilla worked hard to change public perception. Over the years, she engaged in numerous charitable activities, focusing on issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication and genuine efforts began to win over some people. Many started to see her as a committed royal who genuinely cares about her duties. However, the question remained: could Camilla ever truly win the hearts of those who still held onto their feelings for Diana? The announcement of Camilla's title as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II also brought mixed reactions. While some celebrated the recognition of Camilla's hard work and dedication, others felt it was a painful reminder of the past and questioned whether she deserved such a title. The emotional connection many people have to Diana makes it difficult for them to fully embrace Camilla as queen. Social media has played a big role in shaping public opinion. Online platforms often buzz with discussions about the royal family, and Camilla is no exception. Supporters praise her efforts and commitment, while critics voice their discontent. This division reflects the broader feelings in society, where some people are ready to move on and embrace change, while others cling to the past. Ultimately, Camilla's journey as Queen Consort is still unfolding. The public's opinion remains divided, and only time will tell how she will be remembered. Will she carve out her own identity in the monarchy, or will she always be seen through the lens of the past? As she continues her royal duties, many are eager to see how she navigates this complex landscape, and whether she can bridge the gap between old feelings and new beginnings. Queen Elizabeth's decision to support Camilla's role. Queen Elizabeth II's decision to support Camilla as Queen Consort was a pivotal moment in the history of the British monarchy. This endorsement came after years of public scrutiny and mixed feelings about Camilla's position. What led the Queen to make such a significant choice, and what does it mean for the royal family moving forward? For many years, Camilla faced a tough road to acceptance. When she married Prince Charles in 2005, public opinion was divided. Many people still remembered her as the woman who played a role in the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. This dark shadow loomed over Camilla for a long time, making it difficult for her to find her place in the royal family. However, Queen Elizabeth recognized that Camilla had worked hard to earn respect and acceptance. As the years went by, Camilla became more involved in royal duties and charitable work. She showed a genuine commitment to her role, focusing on important causes like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Her dedication did not go unnoticed, and the Queen saw how much Camilla had changed since her early days in the royal spotlight. It became clear to Elizabeth that Camilla was not only a supportive partner for Charles, but also a valuable member of the royal family. The Queen's support for Camilla was finally made clear in February 2022, during a public message marking her Platinum Jubilee. In this heartfelt statement, Queen Elizabeth expressed her wish for Camilla to be known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. This announcement was significant, as it symbolized a shift in royal dynamics and a sign of unity within the family. It was a clear message that Camilla had the Queen's blessing to take on this new role. However, the Queen's decision did not come without controversy. Many royal watchers were left wondering how the public would react. Would the endorsement help heal old wounds, or would it only serve to remind people of the past? The road ahead was uncertain, but the Queen's support was a bold move aimed at bringing stability to the monarchy. As Camilla stepped into her role as Queen Consort after the passing of Queen Elizabeth, her journey continues. The Queen's decision to support her was a significant turning point, allowing Camilla to embrace her duties with confidence. Will she be able to redefine her image and carve out a respected place in royal history? Only time will tell if this new chapter will be embraced by the public, or if the echoes of the past will linger on. Anne's recognition of Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. Princess Anne, known for her strong character and straightforward nature, has always been a key figure in the British royal family. Over the years, her relationship with Camilla, Queen Consort, has evolved, especially as Anne began to recognize Camilla's dedication to the monarchy. What led to this change in Anne's perspective, and how has it impacted their relationship? Initially, Anne had reservations about Camilla when she first entered the royal scene. Many in the royal family felt the lingering effects of the past, especially regarding the complicated history between Charles, Diana, and Camilla. Anne was no exception. She was protective of her family and wary of how Camilla would fit into royal life. The early days of Camilla's marriage to Charles were marked by tension, as Anne seemed to keep her distance, preferring to focus on her own royal duties. However, as time passed, things began to change. Anne started to notice the hard work that Camilla put into her royal responsibilities. Camilla was not just Charles's wife. She was also a dedicated member of the royal family who engaged deeply in charitable work. From supporting literacy programs to championing health initiatives, Camilla showed a genuine commitment to her role. This dedication did not go unnoticed by Anne. One significant moment that highlighted this shift was during public engagements. Anne observed how Camilla interacted with the public, showcasing her warmth and compassion. Over time, it became clear to Anne that Camilla was genuinely invested in her duties and had earned her place within the royal family. This realization marked a turning point in their relationship. Could it be that shared responsibilities could help heal old wounds? As Anne recognized Camilla's efforts, she began to show more support. Their interactions became less formal and more friendly. It was a sign that Anne was willing to put aside past differences for the good of the monarchy. This change in their relationship reflects a broader theme in the royal family: the importance of unity and support among its members. Today, As both women embrace their roles in the monarchy, many royal watchers are eager to see how their relationship will continue to develop. Will they become allies in modernizing the royal family, or will old tensions resurface? The journey of Princess Anne and Camilla is a reminder that even in the royal family, relationships can grow and change over time. Their evolving bond shows the power of recognition and respect within the monarchy, paving the way for a united front as they face the challenges of the future. Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne. In a surprising turn of events, Camilla, Queen Consort, has decided to transfer her title to Princess Anne. This decision has left many people talking and wondering what it means for the royal family. Why would Camilla make such a bold choice? And what implications does it hold for the future of the monarchy? Camilla's journey in the royal family has been anything but easy. From the beginning, she faced scrutiny and criticism due to her involvement with Prince Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana. Over the years, she worked hard to earn respect, dedicating herself to charity work and royal duties. As Queen Consort, Camilla embraced her role, but her decision to hand her title to Anne marks a significant shift in the royal landscape. The choice to transfer her title is believed to stem from a desire to strengthen the bonds within the royal family. Camilla has always admired Princess Anne for her strong work ethic and dedication to her royal duties. By passing on her title, Camilla is acknowledging Anne's commitment and contributions to the monarchy. This gesture also signifies unity within the family, especially in a time when the royal institution faces various challenges. Many royal watchers are curious about how this decision will affect Princess Anne. Known for her no-nonsense attitude and dedication, Anne has often been seen as a hard worker who puts her royal responsibilities first. By receiving this title, she is stepping into a new role that recognizes her efforts. Will this new title change how the public sees her? The public reaction to this decision has been mixed. Some people see it as a positive sign of collaboration and support among royal family members. Others, however, are left wondering what this means for Camilla and her future role. Is this transfer a sign that Camilla is stepping back, or is it simply a way to highlight Anne's contributions? As the news spreads, many are eager to see how this change will play out in royal events and engagements. Will Camilla still play a significant role in public life, or will she take a step back to allow Anne to shine? Camilla's decision to transfer her title to Princess Anne is an intriguing development in the royal family's story. It reflects the complexities of royal life and the importance of family ties. As both women move forward in their roles, the world will be watching closely to see how their relationship grows and how they navigate their responsibilities together. Anne's lifelong reputation as the hardest working royal. Princess Anne has earned a reputation as the hardest working royal throughout her life, and for good reason. Known for her strong work ethic and commitment to duty, Anne has dedicated herself to royal responsibilities and charity work in a way that sets her apart from other members of the royal family. What drives her to work so tirelessly, and how has she maintained this impressive reputation over the years? From a young age, Anne showed a deep sense of responsibility. She was not one to shy away from hard work. In fact, she often took on more engagements than many of her family members. While other royals might attend a few events each week, Anne has consistently filled her calendar with public appearances, charity events, and official duties. This dedication has earned her the respect and admiration of many, both in the UK and beyond. One of the key factors that contribute to Anne's reputation is her hands-on approach. She is known for getting involved in various causes, ranging from sports and education to health and animal welfare. As the president of numerous charities, she has made a real impact by promoting causes that matter to her. This personal touch is something that the public appreciates, as it shows her genuine care for the issues she champions. Anne's work ethic is also evident in her ability to balance her royal duties with her personal life. As a mother and grandmother, she has managed to juggle family responsibilities alongside her public role. This balance is not easy, but Anne has shown that she can do it all, proving that hard work and dedication can lead to success. Despite her busy schedule, Anne remains down to earth and approachable. She often engages with the public and is known for her straightforward nature. This authenticity resonates with people and adds to her appeal as a royal figure. The surprising shift in Anne and Camilla's relationship. The relationship between Princess Anne and Camilla, Queen Consort, has undergone a surprising transformation in recent years. Once marked by tension and uncertainty, their bond has evolved into something more supportive and respectful. What caused this change, and how has it impacted their roles within the royal family? Initially, Anne was skeptical of Camilla when she entered the royal family. Many in the royal circle had mixed feelings about Camilla due to her history with Prince Charles and his late wife, Princess Diana. Anne, protective of her family, was wary of how Camilla would fit into the monarchy. Their early interactions were often described as frosty, with Anne keeping her distance and maintaining a formal demeanor. However, as time went on, Anne began to see the genuine commitment that Camilla showed to her royal duties. Camilla dedicated herself to various charitable causes, working tirelessly to support issues like literacy, health, and animal welfare. Anne, known for her strong work ethic, started to admire Camilla's efforts and dedication. This recognition marked the beginning of a shift in their relationship. One significant moment that highlighted this change occurred during public engagements. As Anne observed Camilla interacting warmly with the public, she recognized the positive impact Camilla was making as a royal. This realization helped Anne appreciate Camilla's role in the monarchy and see her as an ally rather than a rival. As their relationship strengthened, the two women began to support each other more openly. They started attending events together, showcasing a united front within the royal family. This newfound camaraderie reflects a broader theme in the monarchy: the importance of collaboration and unity among its members. Many royal watchers are eager to see how this evolving relationship will continue to develop. Will Anne and Camilla work together to modernize the monarchy and strengthen its connection with the public? Their surprising shift from tension to support is a powerful reminder that relationships can grow and change over time, even within the royal family. As they face new challenges together, the world will be watching closely to see how their bond unfolds. The public and royal family's reaction to Camilla's gesture. When Camilla, Queen Consort, made a heartfelt gesture to support Princess Anne, it sparked a wave of reactions from both the public and the royal family. This act of kindness highlighted the changing dynamics within the monarchy. But how did everyone respond to it? What does this gesture say about Camilla's role in the royal family? Camilla's gesture involved publicly recognizing Anne's hard work and dedication to the royal duties they both share. In a recent event, she made a point to praise Anne's commitment to various charities and her tireless efforts in representing the monarchy. This acknowledgement was seen as a significant move, especially considering the complexities of their relationship in the past. The royal family reacted positively to Camilla's gesture. Many members were impressed by her willingness to uplift another royal, showing a sense of unity that is often needed in such a high-profile family. This act of support was seen as a step toward building stronger relationships among the royals. It emphasized the idea that they are all on the same team, working toward common goals. Public reaction was equally mixed, but largely positive. Many people appreciated Camilla's humility and her recognition of Anne's hard work. Social media buzzed with comments praising Camilla for her kindness. People noted that this gesture showed growth in their relationship and a move toward a more modern monarchy. Some even suggested that it could pave the way for a more united royal family in the future. However, not everyone was convinced. Some critics still held on to past grievances related to Camilla's history with Charles and Diana. They questioned whether this gesture was enough to heal old wounds. The public's complex feelings about Camilla still lingered, making it clear that the royal family has challenges to overcome. Overall, Camilla's gesture was a significant moment that reflected a changing royal landscape. It showcased an effort to foster unity and collaboration within the family. As the monarchy evolves, many are left wondering, will this act of support lead to a stronger bond between Camilla and Anne? And can it redefine how the public views the royal family? Just time will say that.